Hey, welcome this evening, everybody. Oh, what a fantastic day. What a fantastic week. I am trying to recover myself from just a terrible illness. Doctor says it's the rhinovirus, which is fantastic. Gotta love that. Went through all the tests and everything, and I've got a sinus infection, and it's terrible. How are you all doing on this beautiful evening tonight, people? I hope I hope everybody is doing fantastically on a beautiful Sunday night. Oh, I promise you there will be no fire alarm pulling for any reason, especially shenanigans. Can't be having shenanigans. Oh, what a fantastic week. So, I managed to just push right through working while being sick as a bloody pig. And that was not fun. But work week is over. Did another 7 straight, did 8 straight, 1 day off, 7 straight. Now I got 4 days off for vacation. So, my hope is to get a range day or a few in this week. And that is about the only thing I'm looking forward to. That and relaxing because, man, I'm just wiped out between just knocking out the work and being just sick as a pig. Did not do my body well. So, oh, how is everybody doing on this beautiful night? I hope everybody is doing great. So, uh, Joe Morgan, que pasta. Uh, I'll take pasta. I shouldn't, but I would. Uh, so range days this week. Oh, I'm gonna take everything to the range. I'm really behind on videos. I think I haven't posted a video in like 2 weeks. Work has just been just manhandling me like a smaller cellmate. So I'm gonna go to the range this week, and I'm gonna just try to get some noise therapy in. We're gonna take the 6.5 Mosin, and we're gonna break that in, do some sight in, do some targeting with that. I really have high expectations for that 6.5 Mosin. I've been screaming in agony because rain makes my arthritis hurt. Oh, brother. Oh, peace and better days be with you, my friend. Oh, for sure. Uh, Not a fan of the arthritis, but yeah, yeah. Hope you get better soon, brother. Uh, my mother has terrible arthritis. She uh, got me wanting to take that. Oh, what the heck is it? Relief Factor. Uh, just gotta drink myself numb. Some days, most days, all day long. Not gonna say that's a bad call, my friend. No, the Relief Factor. My mom, one of her friends gave her some of that, and she started taking it. She said it miraculously just wiped out her arthritis, just clean sweep. And just a few days ago, she gave me some of that because I got a really, really tore up ankle that is just not great. Vitamins are okay. Point narcotics are the only option. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, those bad ones. Stay away from those bad ones. Oh my God. But yeah, my mom's had terrible arthritis. She says that that Relief Factor just knocked it clean the fuck out. Now my dad's taking it. Because I guess my mom won't shut up about it. So he's just shrugs his shoulders and takes it. It's a good thing they don't watch this with as much crap as I talk about them. I did elder care for 20 years. Yeah. Yeah. So now my mom wants me to take it because I got an ankle that I tore up worse than I think I've ever heard anybody tearing up an ankle. Probably a little over 10 years ago. I obliterated my ankle. And at this point, it's nothing but pain. It's used to be a foot, now it's just pain. And oh dear God, now I have very limited mobility in it. It doesn't move or twist or anything special like that. So my mom's like, I'll take this. Okay, it's much easier just to tell your mother okay than to question it. But I've been taking it for like 3 days. Hopefully, maybe see something out of that because I also got I don't know if it's arthritis, but I got a knee that is not happy, and of course, the knee and the ankle chose opposite legs, so that makes life way more exciting. But oh dear God, I gotta make some ammo this week. I gotta make some more 270 and make some more 308, and then my life will be whole. No, it won't. I'll be doing that for the rest of my life, I'm sure, but that'll get me to the range this week, and I'm really excited. I get to go. I got to break in my 4570, which I have constantly forgot that I own every time I go to the range. So I get to get some junior grade punishment with a 4570. It has been probably 25 years since I've shot a 4570. And I still remember exactly what that thing does. It hurts you. So maybe I've put on a few pounds since then, and maybe I got a little extra padding. Been digging your oddball stuff. See if you can find some old, weird Winchester. Old, weird Winchester what? I am always for a hunt. If you tell me to find something, I'm always down to just freaking invest ludicrous amounts of time trying. Like, I fall down the YouTube rabbit holes, especially in the gun world, and holy cow, I spend just an obscene amount of time just trying to chase just wild stuff that I can't afford and stuff like that. But just learn. But oh, I'm always down. I had walked into a pawn shop one time. Speaking of Winchester, walked into a pawn shop. My dad has a 25-35. I might talk him into taking it to the range, my friend. I love 25-35. It's beautiful kids round. It is just a very soft shooter. But I walked into a pawn shop. You got it. You got it, brother. I will talk to my dad and we'll do some 25-35 love, my friend. So I walked into a pawn shop and they had this funky rifle. And it looked like a rifle, but it was nothing I could identify whatsoever. It was a mag fed little tiny rifle. Mag was missing. They didn't have a magazine for it. And of course it's wood and steel. So I'm like, show me that one. What the F is that? It was a Winchester self-loader. It was a model 1905, 35 caliber WSL Winchester self-loader. And it was $125. Man, I'm not going to say no to a cheap gun. I will not say no to a cheap gun. Here's a semi-automatic. I bought the gun, went home. I know nothing about a 35 WSL. Went home, went on Gunbroker. Bam, there's a mag for sale on Gunbroker. It was like $45. Bought the mag. The problem was the ammo, trying to find 35 WSL. I did manage to find one box, and it did have, like, half the rounds did have some pretty good corrosion on them, but it was a half a box of 35 WSL original clean bore ammo from back in the 20s when it was still being made. And that was the most fun gun I think I had in a long time. Pistol caliber, semi-automatic. There was no noticeable recoil whatsoever in this gun. It was so much fun to shoot, and I lost it in the divorce. The freaking ex-wife took it with her. And that. So I have been looking for another WSL for a very long time. I had an opportunity. I went to a gun estate auction. For me, my most favorite old world gun was the Savage 1917. I am not aware of Savage 1917. I will look that up. I will definitely look that up. All old guns are just awesome. They have a story with them. Who carried it? Where did they carry it? What continent did they carry it on? What animals did they take? What German animals did they take? So, I went to this really fancy. This guy out on the eastern plains of Colorado had a really, like, a world class collection of milsurp firearms, and I mean they were high quality, very high quality. And in and amongst this whole collection, he had a 401 WSL. It was a 40 caliber, a little bit bigger. Pistol and 32 HP, held 11 rounds. Oh God, my first divorce was easy. But by then, yeah. Mine was the ugliest one held outside of California. But at this auction, he had a 401 WSL, and I said, "Is anybody gonna know what that is?" Sure enough, everybody knew what the heck that is. I was just the guy who thought nobody would know what that is. So I went down there, and sadly, very sadly, these guns were very high quality, very good collection. But I got to talking with a guy there who was the grandson of the estate that they were liquidating. And we were just BSing, and he says, "Yeah," he says, "I grew up shooting that 401, and that's all I'm here for." And I said, "God damn it." So I told the guy, I was like, "Look, you got it." I was like, "That's what I'm here for too, but I won't bid you up. I won't be a dick like that. It's your family, it's your heritage. Can't speak for anybody else, but go get it." And sure enough, that 401, I think it sold for $2,200. Oh, that was way out of my price range. I wasn't going to pay that. But '06 Winchester 22 long rifle. 401 was Roosevelt's favorite rifle. I thought he liked the oh, I can't remember. I remember him. He was big into lever guns, wasn't he? Uh, I can't remember. I've read so many stories. It's all just mush in my brain anymore. Um, Definitely not a historian. Love the history, not a historian. But yeah, for sure Roosevelt was a huge Winchester guy. Huge Winchester guy. Huge. The best Winchester guy. That was Model 95. 405. Maybe it was 405. I remember it was a lever gun. The 401 was a specific cartridge that was only used in the self-loaders. Maybe it was the 405. That sounds that it's dinging a bell. It's dinging the bell. So, see, yep. The bell was correct. It is 405. Yeah, he liked the big bore ones, and if I remember, that's what he used to take on safaris. And yeah, oh yeah, that's a thumper. He used to take it on safaris and down through South America and stuff like that, and that was his beat. But yeah, he was a big Winchester fan. In fact, they did a hey Treetop Garage, how you doing, buddy? Got that Studebaker going. Get that thing rolling. You got me excited about that. Man, if I had more than a couple of days off to string together, I'd be wanting to freaking work on my cars too. Roosevelt was awesome. I think it was actually his cousin. But yes, I'm in the same boat. Old Teddy was he was kind of a badass. I mean, see there's that damn cough. I mean, like everybody, he did shit that I didn't agree with. He said shit I didn't agree with, but overall, I think he was a pretty beefcake motherfucker. But yeah, he used to actually do correspondence with Winchester and stuff like that. And I know they had special models and whatnot built to his specifications for what he wants and stuff like that. Treetop just got the drive shaft fitted. Torque converter bolts in. Starter needs a little work. Man, rock that. Get that thing rumbling. Elmer Keith. I don't know Elmer Keith. But yes, the later Roosevelt. Man, can you find a more pompous tyrant than the later Roosevelt? Not at all a fan. In fact, if you want the driest book you will ever read or listen to, there's an interesting book about the Great Depression called The Forgotten Man. And it's just a spectacularly dry book looking at the Great Depression and what the government did that likely caused and exacerbated the Great Depression. Yeah, it was a fantastic book, just thoroughly fantastic book. Elmer Keith was the guy 44 mag happened because of. Yeah, that's a story I don't know. It's another one I'll have to look up. See, giving me homework. Never, I don't think I've ever shot a 44 Magnum. I have a 357 and a 41 Magnum. I've actually, for, probably a decade now, I have been on the lookout for one of the elusive first generation Desert Eagles in 41 Magnum. Because I load and shoot for 41 Magnum. He ruined so many smithies. Was he the one that I'm getting a flash memory. Gun Jesus. Um, there was an auction of a revolver guy who was doing something with magnums, and in the auction they actually had a cylinder from a revolver that had split and exploded open. Yep, yep. Yeah, Gun Jesus did a little thing, and that was the auction. Was this blown up cylinder that this guy was trying to create? It's a good thing he didn't think of 500 Magnum back in the day, right? He may have lost a hand. 500 Magnum's another one I want to get into. I'd love to get into a 500 Magnum. Again, I would want a Desert Eagle in 500 Magnum. Come on, Desert Eagle, get with the times. Let's make this freaking big ass gun bigger and better. We need it bigger. It's not big enough. 460 was about as much pain. I am nowhere near the Kentucky level of pain. I have no desire to just intentionally just beat myself to crap, but I will probably shoot just about anything once. Some of Kentucky's guns, probably not. I'm going to be honest. Those are a little effing ridiculous. But I would shoot just about anything once. In my age and experience, I love high caliber. I love Magnum cartridges. I love big cartridges. But I'm also going to put a muzzle brake on it because if I like shooting, I'm going to shoot it more than once. I'm going to go out for a day trip. I'm not going to just sit there and beat myself up for no effing reason. So I have no qualms about it. I will be the wuss. I'm going to put a muzzle brake on it, and I'm going to enjoy shooting the ever-loving just tar out of it. And he likes shooting the ever-loving tar out of it and beating himself up. Whew. Yeah. My young days where I got something to prove are long gone, and I am just going to enjoy shooting for shooting, and not for being the toughest, biggest, whatever the F we can do out there. Oh, I'll do it. I have to. Right? If the enemy is coming, take the pain. Chronic spinal pain. Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's yeah. You got to watch out for yourself. I mean, be the judge of I'm not going to give like a big Magnum caliber rifle to 100-pound freaking kid for the same reason. Watch out for, your own stuff. Don't beat yourself up. It's not freaking worth it. To me, I don't even care. I will throw a muzzle brake on that. Go to muzzlebrakesandmore.com for your muzzle brakes. That is not a paid promotion, but those muzzle brakes are unbelievably well designed and function just greatest muzzle brakes in the world. Muzzlebrakesandmore.com. It's amazing. I put those on everything, kind of like Frank's Red Hot. I will put those things on everything. That's a pet peeve of mine. I think that's. Oh yeah, dude. It's exactly abuse. Well, maybe not abuse, but assault. Like it's stupidity. Like just shoot your own range. Like just like they say about skiing. If you're a bunny skier, don't go down the Black Diamond. Don't do it. You'll probably live. Not going to have a good time. I actually make my own hot stuff. Most of it's too hot for me. Uh, but yeah, I will put a muzzle brake on anything. You know, usually, just a good freaking recoil pad on the buttstock is more than enough to tame down something. You start getting into the big heavy magnums. It might be too hot. Just gonna say, you know, if there's flames coming out, it might be too hot. Uh, yeah, I make salsa that murders people, like legit straight murder. Uh, I did it to a guy at work. He gave me shit because I like spice, but I like flavor, and I'm not you know, habanero is probably about as high as I really want to go, but at uh at work he gave me shit and he was like started saying that ketchup was too spicy for me and whatnot. Look, I'm a cook. I will make shit. I know how to make shit. I make my own salsas. Don't play the game. And so he was giving me shit. I said, all right, I'll bring in some salsa. And I cooked up this batch that was just, I mean, it was Chernobyl special. It was hotter than the hubs of hell. And yeah, it killed him. It's all right though. You know, a few minutes of work with a uh, 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 decent first aid person brought him back to life. But I can tell you, he never talks shit again. Uh, yeah, that's I know how to make hot, and I know how to make hot good. That's the trick. A lot of the hot that you buy, it tastes like hot, and it's bland, or even worse, tastes like ass. I know how to make hot taste good, and I make the hot barbecue sauce. I make the hot freaking salsas. Guys at work love that shit. When we have barbecues and whatnot at work, everybody wants it. Yeah, right. I don't have nothing that keeps me awake at night, screaming or not. I'm borderline narcoleptic. That's how I love living. I lay down, I'm dead asleep, and I sleep like a corpse. But yeah, I do the hot shit. I make the hot shit. I kill motherfuckers for fun with that shit. Uh, and that is the best way to be. Right? I don't want to see no damn dead bodies, day or night. I tell you, I see a lot of goddamn zombies down there where I work. Freaking methed out, fucking cracked out, homeless people. That's getting ugly. That is getting ugly. And Colorado ain't the place to be freaking homeless. Hmm. Ugh. Yeah, we don't need no barbecuing. No, thank you. Oh, oh shit. So it's Sunday night. Ain't no one pulled a fire alarm yet. Not even for free candy. Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. Terrible way to go. No, thank you. No, no, no. So, gonna go to the range. Gonna get some videos made this week. One of the things, kind of an oddball thing that's been going on in my head, for some reason, these 1917 Enfields just keep freaking falling in my lap. I don't know if I'm just like the Enfield whisperer right now or what, but 1917s are falling out of the woodworks into my lap. So I got to do a better job at sighting in the 303 pattern 14. Same thing. Um, and most of them are bubbed, not gonna lie, but that's okay. There's still a world class freaking shooter, even if they're bubbed. And if they're bubbed, hey, clean slate, gates open, let's go to town. Like, I got no beef. Let's make something really cool. Let's make something really special. Let's make something really fun. If it's original, don't touch it. Don't put the fucking Dremel tool down. Plenty of them. But yeah, I don't freaking don't cut up an original, especially in 1917. So few of those left in original condition. Oh my god. But dude, if it's bubbed, clean slate, my friend. Do what you want to do. So I've got two of them that are done. One of them, I had a full optic rail installed on it. The other one, I've got the Bad Ace no drill scope base on it. And I want to see, like, I'm convinced that Bad Ace optic mount is sturdy as it needs to be. Like, there's no doubt in my mind it is rock solid on that receiver. I want to see, is there any comparable difference between the two? So I want to go throw a box down each one and get them both sighted in real good and get some really good groups on paper and just an A/B comparison. Is the no drill Bad Ace scope mount as good as a full mounted optic? And I think it's going to be. I'll throw it out there right now. I think it's going to be. Um, I've taken up the one with the full rail has already been up to the range. It's the daughter's rifle. It patterns really, really good on paper. I'm getting with PPU 168 grain boat tail Spitzer bullet. It's patterning probably about under 1.5 MOA at 100 yards. So it's patterning really, really nicely. With hand loads, I think I can definitely cut that down under 1 MOA. Alvin York. Oh, that is an oddity. Most people actually say that the sights on that rifle are like among the best sights on a rifle. Period. The end. Um, hey, to each their own. I'll tell you, my beef would be it's about 1 or 2 pounds heavier than everything else out there, but it's got a really nice, really heavy profile barrel, give you really good accuracy. See, scope mounts are like opinions. Everyone has one. That's what I want to know. I want to know that it works. I want to know if there's any comparable difference between the two because, I've got both. I've got original receivers that still have the sight bases on them, and you can lock these little bad ace mounts right in there, and they lock in solid. It is not a gimmick. They lock in solid. And I think it's going to be just as good as a full rail. Watch the old Gary Cooper movie. Which Gary Cooper movie? But that's one idea I had, is to do an A/B comparison between a no drill scope mount. What the hell, Gary? It's about bloody time. Some people can't show up on time. But so we got that idea going. I got to get the 303 Brit really scoped in nicely. See how the 303 does at range. Make sure it's still a German soldier killing configuration, if you will. And then so we got that 4570, because everybody should have a 4570 just in case of interesting. I'll have to look at that. I've never heard of anybody hating the 17 for the sights. In fact, the British, when they had the P14, which is the same fucking rifle, just a different caliber, their sharpshooters were more accurate with an iron sight P14 than they were with a scoped SMLE Enfield. And how's that for FUD lore right there? Definitely a good rifle. So we got that. Definitely do some more 308 shooting. 270. Definitely got to finish up the 270. Make sure it's patterning real good on paper. That Federal ammunition was terrible. It patterned like garbage. So with some nice hand loads, some really high quality bullets, we're going to make sure that 270 is patterning real good. And yeah, that's definitely high on the list this week. America needed heroes, and the world wars left us no shortage. Ain't that a bloody fact? Lord, the number of books that have been written on the people who were just effing believable. Yeah, it's a whole nother breed of man right there. Dirt farmer who drank a lot and had opinions. Yeah, I've met a few. Yep. That for sure. So, always. Oh, I wanted to do maybe do a review of the 338 Lapua, the big RPR 338 Lapua. I have a love-hate relationship with that rifle. Rifle's just fine. Not a complaint in the world. But the rifles I love are the ones that I build fit, sit there and sand the stocks, refinish, bed the stocks, everything. To buy one brand new in a box, take it out of the box, go to the range, put an optic on it, shoot. It's kind of like cold and um, I don't know. It's not at all the same as the ones you think about, the ones you rebarrel, the ones that you've got your goal in mind, you've got your finished product in mind, and you're working towards the finished product. And yeah, I love the 338 Lapua, but I don't know. There's no passion there. There's no depth of love there. An A2 carbine clone. Yep. Hey, it's everybody's own thing. But I was thinking about taking it out to the range. I don't think I've had it to the range this year. But then again, I haven't stretched out long range this year. I've just been mostly plinking and sighting stuff in on the short range out to 100. I haven't even gone to the long range this year. So maybe get the 338 Lapua out for a day. It's actually a very gentle shooter. It's got the mother of a muzzle brake on the end of it that just the thing is noise and fury and nothing else. It does not move. It don't care. So maybe we'll take the 338 Lapua out, do a video going over the 338 Lapua and how it works and everything like that. And definitely my new Russian Remington Mosin heavy barrel. Oh, that thing shoots like a pussycat. I really, really love that thing. It shoots so straight. It shoots so clean. I am just tickled, just like a dummy. That thing shoots great, and I love it. So that thing's definitely on the list to go to the range. I will take that to the range every time and just put a few rounds down it, and just for that. So, and 308 for sure. We broke it in. If you find another ruined Mosin, do a 30-30 Mosin. I have never heard of anybody doing that before. I will have to look into that. I actually have a ton of Mosins, barreled actions, receivers. Like for the longest time, I was the Mosin guy. Back when they were super, super cheap, I bought every freaking Mosin I could put my hands on. I'm honestly, I'm a big fan of Mosins. They do the job really, really well, and I think they get a bad name because they were so um, uh, large volume imported into the U.S. They were so incredibly cheap. But yeah, that's I just got into them because they were there, and they actually shoot really, really well if you handpick them. If you handpick the right freaking Mosins, you will get a really good shooter. It's a safety. Don't chamber the wrong cartridge in the wrong rifle. Don't do it. It can be done with so many different cartridges and so many different. Don't do it. It's dumb. That's how guns explode. But on the flip side of that, 30-30 Mosin does sound kind of interesting. Everyone but China and North Korea. Yeah, there's a lot of good. Bringing Mouse on too. Who's Mouse? You lost me there. Heathen. Yeah, it's underpowered, and you're definitely not going to blow the action up, but it's doing that is never a good idea. I don't know. Look here, heathen. Don't be all cryptic. Drinking until I make bad decisions. Well, the first one is drinking, but I can't say that because I work for an alcohol company. Drink responsibly. And I'll tell you, the funniest thing in the world is that South Park ad of drinking responsibly. That's hilarious, and that is literally the drinking world. Drinks, 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 girls, fast cars, drinks, drinks. Drink responsibly. Yeah, that right there is literally the drinking world. Yep, 100%. He is watching. What? Watch. What? All right. I think someone's drinking. I think there's a heathen drinking. Can't even type a right word. Got me looking at a word too long. Don't judge me. I will judge you, heathen. But yes, a 30-30 Mosin. That actually sounds really, really fun. Now think about it like this. Let's do a short barrel. Let's knock that little sucker down to like 16-inch. Nice little handy, compact, and a nice little wood stock. I wonder how the rounds cycle in the magazine. But a nice little short, like cowboy action Mosin in 30-30. That sounds fun. That really. Oh, yeah, there's a little mini replica Mosin, little single shot 22. Mouse is in the house. Come on, Mouse. Roar like a lion. So, what do you think of that? Little short barrel 30-30 Mosin. I really like that idea. I think we can go a little crazy with that idea. Especially, you know, we've got RAR. Good job. You did it. I think we can definitely go crazy with that idea. That'll go right with my idea of making obsolete ammunition. 30-30 is one I don't see very often, and I live in the West. So that right there, I can write it off as a freaking business investment. That right there is my test rifle. That's how business is done right there. Half a bottle of bad ideas. Weenie tattoos are never a good idea. It's in every old man's home. Oh, yeah. 30-30 is still not. It's the deer killer. We're going to go out hunting with the 30-30. Yeah, it was like the. I know exactly what you're talking about, man. The old guys. Like history ended when the 30-30 was created. There has been no there's been no modern advancements since the 30-30. That is the high watermark of all ballistics right there. So We definitely got to write that one down because I'm definitely down to make a 30-30 Old West Mosin. Video of a guy building a 4570 Mosin action a few years. Yep, that one is a popular one. In fact, the video, the guy who did that, I believe that was Down East Firearms in Maine. I believe I think it was Down East, down something like that. Yeah, he did 4570. He built a handful of them, 4570 Mosins. Biggest problem is you got to do a lot of modifications to the magwell to get the rounds to feed because the magwell is just too narrow for the 4570. Excuse me. And it's probably a little too long, so you might have chambering issues, but a lot of those you can single shoot them without issue. But yeah, the 4570 Mosin is a pretty popular one, just like the 4570 Siamese was super popular conversion. To be fair, 3030 was mag fed. If 3030 was mag fed, we would still use. Oh yeah. Look, all of these could be mag fed. That is one of the biggest misconceptions on earth, I think. Look, you can mag feed anything. Okay. When people say magazines are difficult to build, period. Everybody knows this. Especially 1911 owners. If you find one that's actually honest, magazines are a piece of shit. Magazines suck. They take a lot of engineering, they take a lot of focus, they take a lot of effort to make the magazines right, to make them feed right, to make them function right, to make them work right. It takes a lot of effort to get a magazine to work right. But all these old cartridges, Mosins technically have a magazine, technically don't, but look at the PSL. The PSL that I'm building, it's mag fed. It works just fine. Look at the SVD 40 or SVT 40. It's mag fed, 10 round detachable magazine. It runs just fine. Look at the SVD Dragonov. It's magazine fed, works just fine. Look at the British Bren gun. It's magazine fed, big rim, obsolete military cartridge with a magazine. Problem is, engineers don't actually like working for a living. They don't want to invest the energy and the time and it takes to make a magazine function properly. Yes, it is not as easy as a rimless straight wall cartridge. There you go. There's your answer. It's harder. It is still done everywhere, all the time, in every country, by everyone. Like, there's no secret to it. You just have to do the work. Invest the work. We're fine. Every country has its old cartridge. Oh, yeah. Every country did. There were almost no major military that was ordering rifles ordered it in some standardized cartridge. There were some cartridges that were in-house preference, like the 7 Mauser, the 8 Mauser, uh, Dutch bicycle rifles and 7.5. I don't know about those, but I do know that the Dutch had basically the same thing as my 6.5 Mosin. They had a 6.5 rimmed cartridge that is almost identical to the 6.5 Mosin. Damn you, cold. I feel like shite. But most countries had their proprietary cartridge. The Siamese Mauser, an 8mm giant rimmed cartridge of their own design, their own creation. It is very much a national proprietary cartridge development thing. Now, it wasn't the standard for them to do that. A lot of countries went with what everybody else was doing, and that's how 8mm Mauser became just widely proliferated. And of course, World War II ended all of that. Everything died with World War II. But think of the Austrians, 8x50R Austrian, 8x56 Austrian, the Greek 6.5 Mannlicher Schoenauer, the Swiss, there's 7.5 Swiss, the French, whatever cock and bull they were loading. Takes a lot of effort for any 1911 to work right. Fact. Mass production and mass engineering can't help designs that were intended to be hand fitted. Pick one. That's it. Just pick one. You can't mass produce a hand fit by machine. You can't machine make a hand fit. It just is what it is. And magazines have always been temperamental with 1911s. Where it takes a good mag and the ammo. Yeah. Once you have a good mag, problem solved. Like, the engineering of the gun has not changed in a gajillion years. The magazine quality, you look at everybody. That's why all these weird little boutique guns use Glock mags. It's already engineered. The gun part's easy. The mag and the feeding, that actually takes engineering and time and fiddling and money. The gun part's pretty freaking easy. Dude, I'm a biscuit to butter over a strange weapon. Watch that biscuit buttering, my friend. To be fair, it was national security for, of course. If anything were to fall into enemy hands, they can't use it. But at the same time, as you are taking over your enemies, you can't use theirs. So you have to have your supply chain really on the ball, keeping you fed in ammo, because you can't pick up their shit and use it. They can't pick up your shit and use it. Which side's correct? You know, you don't want your stuff falling in their hands, but if you're taking over their country, you know, I mean, video game rules, you dropped it. It's mine now. Takes a lot of time to hand fit. Yeah. I don't have either a Glock or a Taurus. Cannot speak to either of those. I've got a silly little Spanish 9mm pistol and my 6-hour. Not a huge pistol guy. Those are more my carpenter's hammers. Those are my tools. They will be used as tools. I don't competition shoot pistols. I don't. It's never been my thing. I was never a huge pistol guy. Much more a big bore rifle guy, big caliber rifle guy. I'll take the rifles. The pistols, they're my tools. The rifles, they're my children. Nine millimeter Makarov is brilliant. Come on now. Come on. You don't gotta be that way. Come on. Look. not going to say it was bad. But we live in a world with 10 millimeter. That's all I got to say. Makarov? You're like 1 grain of powder up from a 380. Come on now. We live in a world with 10 millimeter. It's okay. We can leave Makarov behind. No harm. Come on, I've got a 7.62 by 25 toke pistols. I make ammo for Nagants. One man's tool is another man's children. Oof. Doesn't. Calm down there, heathen. Look, I'm just saying it's not my dig. I know a lot of people who roll pistols. Hey, motherfucker's way better than me with a pistol. Like that guy who dropped the mall shooter. I can't even remember how far away that was. That was really freaking far with a 9mm. Yeah, dude's good. Way better than me. Way better than me. I practice. I do not practice for stuff like that. It's my fault. Really, heathen? My fault you have a rifle waiting? My fault? Oh, we're going to fight over 9 Mac, huh? Come on now. We live in a world with 10 millimeter. Leave the old Russian behind. No, I get it. It's cool. Macs are all right. They're leaps and bounds better than a 380. Ain't nobody wants a 380. He's no one I know. Ain't no friend of mine wants a 380, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Blame all that to me on the wife. Tell the wife it's all my fault. Polish P64. Is that weird double stack Makarov? There's too many guns, too few brain cells. Look, I can't remember everything. I remember get on it. Come on now. It's like babysitting. This is advanced babysitting. So I remember there was a Makarov variant that was a double stack high capacity Makarov. I got to tell you, I am, again, pistols are not my strong suit. But I remember there being a double stack Mac. And for collecting, heck yeah. PPK clone. Okay. Look, for collecting, I'm all about it. Why do you have mice on your shop? My God, heathen. No, I don't know who Mouse is. He's not that short, skinny 50-pound dude, is he? Drives silly cars. No, when it comes to collecting, I will tell you every day of the week. Look, I've watched this for 20 plus years. These prices ain't going down. These prices are going up. For collecting, man, whatever floats your boat, I've not seen a price go down. And when you sit here and looking at freaking Mosins that are $300, $400, $500 for a Mosin, good God, my friend. Oh, there you go. Still what it's intended to do. That right there. Glocks are best. We're fighting now. Now, there is a Glock that I'm actually looking for. No doubt. I don't know why. Probably because I got mental problems. Whatever. A Gen 1 17L from the South American Drug Task Force, whatever the heck. Just as collector's items. Really, really cool guns. They're engraved on the slide with the South American Drug Task Force stuff like that. Love collecting. I had a brand new who the heck it was made can't remember where it was made. Had a brand new 380. There you go. I had a 380. It was a brand new 380. It was a South African Police Service sidearm, and it was brand new. The slide was engraved SAPS, gold leafed, whole 9 yards, brand new. And I paid like $220 for it. It was another one I lost in the divorce, but really unique. Oh, it was FEG. It was made by FEG in Hungary because everybody else in the world had restrictions on South Africa at the time. But Hungary they didn't give a crap. They're there to feed their own people, and I like that. Just like India with the oil bullshit last week. I like that. Country that looks out for its own people over bullshit fucking sanctions crap. Yeah, right there. But brand new thing was gorgeous, still in the box and everything. Paid almost nothing for it. You can't find them nowadays. They don't exist. Tried hard with the 32 and the 357 SIG. I mean, keep trying, motherfucker. I'm going to go back to Desert Eagle and 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. Those people should be trying hard. Nobody needs to be trying hard in 32 and 357 SIG. Sorry. I want you to try hard at 500 Magnum. Semi-automatic Desert Eagle. Because that right there, that's what's called a money shot. That's what we need to make. Don't throw it. Telling me not to throw that shit out. Tell a lot of messed up story times. Oh my God. Someone who smokes and drinks on a YouTube channel? I am offended. I've never been more offended. High powers have dog ass triggers. Well, there's a hot take. How dare you besmirch the good name of high power? That right there is, I mean, that's like, what? The Harbor Freight Hammer? Still drives a nail. You ain't going to win anything for it, but still driving the nail. Ooh. Auto Mag. Now there's one that another one I would love to find is the freaking, the Auto Mag 357 Magnum. Big monster 1911 chambered in 357 Magnum. Leave the neighbor's pig alone. We've got plenty of pork. Delete the safety, it shoots better. Yeah, that sounds like a freaking Tokarev right there. Put a safety on there that locks the gun up whenever it wants to. And yeah. Not a big fan of most safeties, actually. Like, I get it, but no. Good trigger discipline. That should be your safety. Series 345 AARP. Oh. Come on now. You can do better. You can do better. Come on. My carry's a 22 friggin' 6 hour. Why 22? Because it's cheap. Criminals ain't worth spending money on. And over penetration's a bitch. I don't want to be killing nobody that don't need to be killed. Yeah, I don't know that history. That is definitely a history I don't know. But yeah, I know there was an Auto Mag, I think back in the 80s, that did really big caliber 1911s. Oh, total respect, my friend. Total respect. Don't get me wrong. Total respect. It's the tools we use. I'm just here. I talk shite about all of them, even my own. Do you get it back? Having a gun in FBI lockup is not an easy thing to undo, from what I understand. Yeah, I've never had firearms in detention. Thank God. I also never put them under my pillow. I've got a really big headboard with a hidey hole. I may sleep like a corpse, but I've been known to toss and turn quite a bit. I'd wind up shooting a cat. Nobody got time for that. So, oh my Lord. What do we got? Oh, PSL love. Got to rub my hands on my PSL again this week. I gotta tell you, I'm getting so itchy to get my PSL back. He's actually cutting the barrel as we speak. It's chucked up in the lathe. Here comes my PSL. It should be done really, really soon. Yeah. Safety is a good thing under your pillow, but yep. I still don't trust safeties that much. I'm going to be the weird one. I got a headboard with a hidey hole. It's right there. That and I got a 12 gauge, so that'll stop anything. Yeah, I think I hope most people are smart enough not to break into my house. I hope. But we will see. Time will tell. Do it. Tag that up. I'm always about it. My first gun. I bought an SKS coming out of the military. Never should have sold that. Can't replace them nowadays. They were so cheap. When I lived out on the East Coast, I think that was probably the first gun I bought. And of course, shooting all my dad's guns and everything. Yeah. First handgun was probably that FEG 380. And then right after that, I bought literally like a month later, same gun shop had a Egyptian Helwan 9mm, which is a Beretta 52 copy. And man, that thing ran. Oh, I loved that gun. It's another one I lost in the divorce. What kind of gun was it? Yeah, I used to like pistols a whole lot more than I do now. Now, if they're close enough to take it from a pistol, they're way too close to comfort for me. Way too close. But the old lady, she loves her 357 Magnum. God. She's a freaking murder machine with that 357 Magnum. Yeah. Man, what part of town do you live in? You live in like the worst part of town? Holy cow. Worst thing I see down here. I live way down on the edge of Denver metro area. Frick, the worst thing I see every now and again is a drunk driver. Thank God for that. I ain't got no time for no freaking crime BS. I don't know how. I honestly, I don't know how people put up with that. That's just freaking ridiculous what you see on the news. Stuff people live in. Rural Idaho? You got a. Is it Methville? Like, I know some rural areas have got drugs like way, way bad. But, man, who in the hell is carjacking in rural Idaho? That is crazy. You would think those freaking bastard children would be drinking. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Well, shit. So going to the range, what else should we bring to shoot? Oh, I was thinking about firing up. I've got an 8mm Mauser that I've never fired. Thinking about getting some 8mm Mauser love. That's a definite maybe. Oh, I also have to drop a freaking order for some more parts for my AR-10s. Oh, 8mm that's a good thumper right there. You better have freaking respect for that 8mm. That is a good thumper right there. And I think all modern cartridges can basically trace their lineage back to 8mm, at least sub-magnums. Pretty much all of them can chase their lineage back to a parent case of 8mm mag or 8mm Mauser. Bonus point for black tips. Well, I don't have any black tips, and I don't have anything that would be impressive for a black tip to shoot against. But if I had some 8mm, oh, those APs are they're no bullshit. Those things cut. Oh, cannot believe. Oh, what a week. I am just wasted. There ain't much for that hamster wheel to keep alive in my brain. Real talk while drunk. Well, I mean, if we're going to get to real talk, let's talk about freaking APIs and freaking, oh, what's that? The Ralphus. The really fun Ralphus. Burning holes in things. Those are some fun ones. In fact, there's a guy online who's got Ralphus projectiles for 308 and 311. And I was really tempted to buy some of those projectiles because that might be fun to load. But again, oh, I hope we've got something stiff to shoot against because those things make a mess. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, patriarchy and blah, 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 blah. No, the chick snipers were freaking deadly. Those chicks don't fuck with the communist chicks, man. Those communist chicks are mean. In fact, I was kind of disappointed at how they were portrayed in the movie Enemy at the Gates. That was kind of fucked up. Dude, you read through the history books. Boy, those Russian communist bitches, they were fucking. Ooh, that was a whole nother level. Whole nother level of woman you don't want to meet. Oh, yeah. Well, and they were good. Like, they were good shooters. Although the flip side of that coin, be totally honest, reading a lot of history, real history, not movie history, but real history, they were not good tacticians. They were good shooters. They could kill. They murdered their fair share. But they were not good tacticians. They made some dumb choices. There was one where they, like, 3 or 4 female snipers climbed into a tree and they were all sniping together. And yeah, that's not a good place to make a sniper's hide. Trees are kind of bad. There's no way to get out of them. Oh, yeah. Well, in support of the Stalin folk, I don't think anybody was really in support of the people in Russia. Because let's face it, that was a hard world to live in. But yeah, they were good. They were deadly accurate. There was no doubt about that. They went out on the fucking war front. They murdered. They were brutal killers. But that was very, very unique. Even to this day, there's not a lot of female fighters. It was very unique to find so many women, and boy, Soviet Union took advantage of that. Fuck yeah, it's hard. Dude, combat ain't no bullshit. No. Those bitches straight up murder factories. Unreal. You know, that is a fact. Yeah, Israel has whole fucking battalions of women. That's good point. Good point. Who else? I can't think of another one that fielded large numbers of women. I mean, let's face it, the women are worth more than the men in the grand scheme of, life and biology and whatnot. The men go out and protect. It's kind of yeah. I don't know if it's their selling point. I mean, come to Israel, see our female fighters. I mean, at the same time, they're brutal fighters. You know they are. Wow, that was a really big bug. Flew right in front of the camera. Bastard. But yeah, that's I think that's fairly unique in the world of military. With carjackings, I've actually never been to Idaho. One of these days I'll have to drive through for something. Oh, I know how cowboys live. They live hard fucking life. Ain't no doubt. Oh. Holy hell. Mm. Yeah, I don't get any of that out here in Colorado. Oh, well, shit. I'm getting freaking tired already. I gotta get things packed up. Going up for a range day tomorrow. We're gonna get some videos filmed. We're gonna see some cool shit. Oh, hopefully no carjackings. Yeah, none of us do. None of us do. I was born in Sacramento, or no, San Jose, California. Yep. Thank God I didn't stay. Fuck. No, I live in the ghetto end of suburbia, but suburbia nonetheless. Yeah, we don't see weird shit out here. That's all up north and closer to the city. Fuck that. Ain't no desire for none of that. I ain't got the time or energy. Oh, yeah, you gotta be. So, I think it's time to get shit packed up for the range tomorrow. Spend some good time at the range, make some noise, shoot some stuff. Oh, still haven't figured out what I'm going to do for a stock for that Siamese. Always got freaking stuff that needs to get done. Hey, man, you have a good night too. I'm going to bail too. Yeah, so going to the range tomorrow. We'll have videos up this week. We're going to shoot some shit. We're going to talk some shit. We're going to have some fun. Some good ideas. Definitely going to look at that Mosin in 3030. I think that's a great little idea. How cool can we make a Mosin in 3030? I think we can make something fun. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for kicking it. Don't pull any fire alarms. We're going to rock on. I'm going to go get some sleep. Everybody have a great night. We'll see you again soon. Catch you later, guys.